Hotline Miami 2 is a continuation of the events in Hotline Miami 1, and it follows a bunch of different groups that all have connections in some form or fashion to the events of the first game. So this group that we're watching now is the fans. They're basically copycat killers. They were infatuated with what happened in the first game, and they're basically trying to recreate those series of events. But then you'll kind of follow the narrative through the eyes of a bunch of different folks. So there's a detective, and there's about 3 or 4 different kind of variables and narratives you're going to go through. Some of them change up the gameplay that you're familiar with quite a bit. And so that's kind of basically it, man. It's more of the same in a sense, but it changes up the plot quite a bit.
Can you go into the specifics of like some of the new play styles and like what is Peter doing right now that's new?
He's playing with the Swan twins, and the front one uses a chainsaw, and the back one fires with the right mouse button. So you're able to kind of control 2 characters at one time and do a lot of damage. But there's a bunch of different mask styles that you use to figure out, your play, what you like. There's a bear that has double Uzis. The detective has some kind of special gameplay features. The zebra does a special roll. So instead of just little perks, now they actually have special moves, which is kind of an interesting dynamic. I mean, it maintains the same foundation, that kind of Twitch aspect, fast-paced, trial and error, dying, and trying to figure your way through every level. But at the same time, I think there's things like the boss battles. Some people were kind of frustrated with the boss battles in the first game. So Denaton, the developer, is going through and kind of making a lot of changes on how they approach those things and what that means. And then, like I said, the gameplay variables really like how can we take this formula and make it more interesting so fans will kind of feel familiar with it, but also it throws a couple screwballs in there to kind of mix it up.